Nice.
All right. Welcome to the Haters Balls. Your boy Dumb It Down. I'm here with my
We started
older
like
brother.
that.
Yeah.
I get the countdown. Hey,
we
in
said
this
we were
thing.
ready.
We fought
Y'all
him.
said we were ready.
I was ready.
So this
you're
week
here with
we
your older
recorded early
brother.
this week because Thanksgiving is Thursday. But we jumping right in, man. There's a lot going down this week. Kendrick dropped a surprise album, and Drake dropped 2 surprise lawsuits or actions against Universal Music Group. So there's a lot to talk about. But we also had the normal weekly, scheduled releases of music as well that I feel like nobody's talking about really, man. Nobody's talking about that Baldi album or the Ice Cube album or all the other albums, music that came out. So we're gonna give a quick, brief review of those, and then we'll jump into the lawsuit and everything as well for this episode. What y'all thought? Let's start with the Baldi, man. What y'all thought of this Baldi album? I know y'all are big Baldi fans.
For me, it was alright. Not what I really wanted to hear. I was excited when I saw Fraud and Baldi too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So I didn't know if you was gonna keep going, but it sounded like a couple of the songs, like they recorded them, and then Fraud like sold the beat to somebody else, and then made another beat or something on the back of it. So Baldi sounds slightly off on like 2 of the songs to me, and I thought that was really weird. Like I don't know if that's what happened or how it went, but it sounded like something like that happened to it. I was like, man, that is weird, because I have higher expectations for Fraud. To me, this is like, I think, didn't he have one earlier this year that I thought was kind of lackluster? The
Nicholas Craven one. You thought that was just all right?
No, I'm talking about Fraud. I think.
Else. Well, listen. Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I forgot. Harry Fraud dropped another one with Dave East this year, and he dropped one with Ransom.
The one with Ransom I thought was a little bit underwhelming. For I thought I was expecting more of Harry Fraud with these top MCs. Normally, you get a certain level. I mean, that Dave East ain't that, so I didn't. I wasn't worried about that with Dave East, but in general, I did have a higher expectation. So when I saw this, I was surprised. I was like, "Oh my goodness!" A bunch of songs on there I liked. I just didn't think it was a consistent banger. And there was, like I said, there was 2 dead in the middle of the album. I thought that were like sounded like he made the beat after Baldi rapped. Like he rapped on another beat, then he redid it. Pillar of the Post, I think it was, and Speedy Gonzalez.
Okay, I didn't think that's how it went, but that's why you think that's why the flow was.
I mean, the beat just seemed off. It just seemed off the flow. Baldi's never, at least not for me. To me, he normally seems like he's on the beat.
Yeah.
And those 2 songs, it seemed like the beat was slightly off the whole time. I'm like, is he just rapping trash on this, or did something else happen in the making of this? Because Cecil Fielder came out way in like the summer. And I heard the song. I had a video. I was like, dang, okay. I was excited. I thought they were about to have something come out, and then it didn't come out till just now. So I didn't know if there was maybe something, either some stuff wasn't done, something like that. But I still really like Fish Grease. I still really like Rabies. I like Cecil Fielder. I like Shadow Boxing. So that was a few good.
Bunk too. I think it started off good. The first 2 songs I like.
Pressing My Bunk is good.
I thought that one was just all right. I like Rabies with Benny. I thought that probably was the best song on there to me. I thought Shadow Boxing was cool. I thought Roland Bishop was cool. And other than that, I thought the rest of the album was pretty forgettable. I thought this was definitely not Baldi's normal quality of albums. He's dropped a bunch of different albums in a row with other producers that are way better quality than this. I don't know if it's I don't know what the issue is, but I will say this: Fraud has been kind of a disappointment recently. I don't think he's dropped a good album since Plugs I Meant To.
I don't know if that's true.
I gotta look at the list, but
I like Lavish Misery with Ransom. He got one of my favorite songs of the year on there.
I like that with Ransom too, but then when you hear Ransom with Nicholas Craven on Direct to Cut 4. You hear what's the other one he dropped this year? It's got multiple producers. So I just feel like the fraud tag. I used to feel like it was more exciting than now. I'm just like I feel like it's I've been let down a couple of times now with this.
That's fair.
That's all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Of the three Baldi albums, this is easily the worst one, right? It's not even close to the quality of the other two.
It's definitely not the Conductor. It's definitely not the Conductor.
And it's not the Nicholas Craven one either.
Yeah, it's not that one.
So
it's not that one.
So I just feel like, the only difference is the producer. I don't know what the circumstances is different, but the producer is making a difference here, and that looks bad to me on front. That's all.
That's fair.
So, what you give it? What we rank it? Because we gotta move on to the people coming in for the start.
This just mid.
Yeah, it's a 5. It's mid.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I'm telling somebody go listen to Baldi, this isn't a project that I'm sending them to.
Right. Exactly. So, all right, and then of course we're gonna talk about obviously Kendrick dropped a surprise album, but before that, Ice Cube dropped his album. West Coast, right? West Coast OG, one of the GOATs of the West Coast.
GOAT period.
GOATs period. Exactly. You're right. Just one of the GOATs period. What y'all thought of the Ice Cube album? There were people in our chat last week that were talking about, yo, I gotta check it out. People were hyped. Some people were hyped, at least. He was doing some promo interviews, clearing the air about the Trump support and all this other stuff, doing a rollout. And I feel like, Kendrick kind of stepped on that whole rollout, but what y'all thoughts on this album?
He's supposed to be for the West Coast. Anyway, hey, this album was trash, so that was some good stepping by Kendrick, because this shit sucked. I put this shit on yesterday because I thought we was going to pie yesterday, right? I listened to the first 30 seconds, said, yeah, I'm turning this shit straight off. This is terrible.
Kendrick probably did the same thing, dog. He was like, I got to save the West Coast. Drop the album.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I completely disagree with y'all, man. Why y'all hating on Ice Cube like that?
That rapping was very elementary, dog. That shit was ass.
Okay,
I'm
now,
not gonna lie to you.
Look, that's not completely unfair. I mean, Ice Cube never exactly been Mr. like lyrical miracle or whatever you want to call it.
But it's not even a flow though.
I thought his flows was fine. I just don't think that. Yes, you're right. I mean, if you're going from something more complex to this, you are gonna be looking for something a little bit different. But I thought he had good raps on here. I like some of the verses on these songs. I like a bunch of these songs. I like Rolling That Twilight. I thought that came on good.
Yeah.
I don't like the regular It's My Ego, but I thought So Sensitive was funny. I thought She Sanctified was funny and corny. You had all that stupid fake, like Too Short player crap, which is funny to me. I thought No Cap was I
thought No Cap was all right. I like Three Little Piggies.
Yeah. I like Let's Get Money Together with Be Real. I like the one with Exhibit. Oh, see, yeah.
I like the one with Exhibit. I like the one with Exhibit. And no, the one with the Let's Get Money Together wasn't bad. But here's the thing, all right? To me, all right, before like those first few songs, like Vito was talking about, those first few songs, his flow is a little too slow. It's a little too, just like basic rhymes, like real, like old school basic rhyme scheme. And obviously, Cube is from the old school, obviously. But here's the thing: to me, what the biggest difference is that when you listen to him on old albums, he's got more energy, right?
Yeah.
He's got, he's hype, angry.
You can feel what he's saying.
Yeah, and you feel what he's saying, right? And I feel like, he's a little too mellow and slow and basic rhyme scheme. It's like, you need to give me something. Like, you guys.
Oh, see, I do hear what you're saying, but like Rolling That Twilight is supposed to be, driving around while it's about to get dark. It's a chill vibe. So Sensitive wasn't laid back. He was aggressive on that. Other songs he was aggressive. I didn't like all the songs. I didn't sit up here and say that this is some kind of classic, but I didn't think it was way out of like Ice Cube pocket. Like it's basically exactly what I expected. Because I guess maybe I had low expectations, but I was gonna hear Ice Cube rapping. I kind of got what I was expecting, plus a couple surprises. Like the So Sensitive, I thought was funny. I was like I said, to me, that's the second funniest song this year after the Plan B. I hope you really understand me. Yeah. Girl, you need to take that Plan B.
that song is definitely gotta go. Gotta be on people's end of the year list.
That's the song of the year, man. Don't let Not Like Us stuff, man. Have y'all heard Plan B?
Man, I don't know. Cube sound like 70s rap, 60s rap, like beginning of rap. Like
60s rap.
That's how them first
That's great.
songs.
80s, bro. 80s, man. Come on, man. Come on, dog.
That shit sound like 1910s rap.
Wait,
that shit
funny,
is terrible, bro. That's just terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm fully confident my son can make a better rap than that.
Oh man, that is funny. 60s rap is crazy.
Yeah,
that shit sucks. I'm gonna be honest.
Now, to me,
man,
okay,
so Ice Cube do to you, man?
No, it's not. No, it's not what Ice Cube do to me. But here's the thing, right? We gotta understand. LL set the tone this year with the OGs. All right. LL literally said that he went back to the lab to learn how to rap, to update his formulas so that he can make a dope album for today, right? And I think that any OG, listen, all due respect to Ice Cube, all due respect, right? He's got tons of classics.
That's true.
I mean, he's OG. I mean, he, started, NWA started the whole gangster rap, thing. I mean, their influence is huge. They, held down for the West Coast. He's got multiple classic albums. He's got
right, nigga, come on. We ain't got to give up.
Content,
we understand,
right? In his old albums as well, too. My issue is you got to update your formulas. You can't just come and do the same thing. I feel like you just gotta come in and like.
That's not even. That's what I'm saying. It's not that
like just push the envelope a little bit. You know what I mean? Or that's all. So I just feel like the production wasn't great on this album, and if your rapping not gonna be on point, and you don't bring the same energy as you used to, like it's just like okay, then what? I'll just go back and listen to the old stuff then, dog.
Oh yeah, I definitely think it's. I mean, yeah, like. I don't disagree with that. I don't need to listen to all of these songs. But like I said, I thought some of the songs was funny. I thought they were entertaining enough. Not the whole album, but I turned it on when my girl was going to a movie, and I was laughing. I was like, okay, some of the songs was better than I expected. Other songs was man, and then I was laughing at them.
Yeah, that shit. It's not that he need to update. It sounds like he went back in time and de-aged his rap. I'm telling you, bro. Twilight,
60s rap, 60s rap.
I was like,
that's
this
funny.
Shit is not it, dog. Like, man, that's that old nigga stuff that I was like, man, yeah, I'm good on that.
This album, man down. Come on, I felt bad. I was listen. Kendrick literally, I'm sure he was listening to the album. He probably woke up that morning, listened to the album, and was like, he called up whoever. He said, "Yo, we gotta drop the album."
Mustard!
Yo, he had to, Doug. He had to. Hey, I respect it. Because otherwise, this is what people would be talking about this week, right? We'd be talking about the disappointment that Cube dropped.
Yeah, because I'm about to say it wasn't just him this year too. Because Ghostface let me down this year big time. Yeah. So it's like two of my favorites all time dropped some whack projects this year. I ain't listened to that Ghostface like since that album came out, man. Even with a song with Nas on it, I'm like, I'm good.
It just wasn't good.
So yeah,
it's easily his worst in his catalog. Worst. Yeah. So
this the worst in Ice Cube catalog.
No, not this. This is not the worst.
I'm about to say I don't think this is the worst one.
No, but this needed some. Okay, way too many songs. 19 songs. Like,
I agree. Like, too many songs.
You gotta update your formulas. Like, you don't need it to be long. You could cut some of these songs. It's just that's what I mean. Like, you don't gotta
too many songs for sure. Take Me to Your Leader. Yeah, it was too many songs. I agree with that.
Yeah, but then we gotta before we get into the Kendrick album, we gotta talk about the Drake lawsuit. Right, he dropped 2 pre-actions now against UMG, and so the first one was accusing them of artificially boosting the streams or the numbers for Not Like Us, and then the second one is a defamation filing as well. And these are like pre-actions to get information before he drops a lawsuit, right? So people are clowning Drake right now, man, because you lose a battle and then you drop a lawsuit afterwards. What's y'all thoughts on this? I want to start with, because we already know B-Dog gonna come and try to defend Drake. Baldi, what's your thoughts on this though?
I was wondering how this dude, like, why this happened, man. Because it's clear like you lost, and you lost. It's been months since like that all passed. And then the timing is so bad because this dude just dropped the album. So now you got lawsuits coming out like the day after this dude dropped out, like an album, or the weekend. The weekend was he dropped the album on Friday, like in the middle of the day it came out, something like that. Monday, your lawsuit news come out. Like that's That's bad.
And he was on stream over the weekend too. Saying salty stuff. Just being being salty. He said you gotta come with facts to take me out and all that stuff. So all of that goes into the optics as well. It's not like So
and then it's like I know that this does lend to some of my other like I guess conspiracy theories I've heard, or people explaining different things, but we'll get into that. I don't know what B-Dog got to say. I know he got to give us the OVO press release, man. So how are y'all coping over there at the OVO house, man?
I just don't understand what any of this has to do with the beef. Like, as far as this doesn't affect Kendrick at all. He's not suing Kendrick. He's suing UMG. So for me, that automatically makes it artist versus record label, which I'm always for the artist against a record label.
Yeah, I hear you on that part, but
you know what I'm saying?
It's
for Stevie Wonder on that.
The Not Like Us song. It ain't like he's suing them for some other song or some song unreleased.
Right,
he's suing them for Not Like Us, right? So
but
that
he
is
could
Kendrick's
sue
song.
Kendrick for defamation if he wanted to, and he didn't. So
UMG, so that's important to say. UMG said you should sue Kendrick, not us, and they also said if you sue us, we'll just sue Kendrick. We'll just push it on, throw Kendrick under the bus, basically. So that being said, Drake's not taking that route to go directly at Kendrick, but does it matter? Like it still may affect Kendrick at the end of the day.
I mean,
it definitely affects Kendrick.
Legality.
If it's proven that they were gassing streams, which is what he alleged, that they were pumping streams up, right? Illegally. He would know about that more than anybody else. I feel like his numbers always been pumped up, or at least they have been for the last 10 years, something like that. So if he's saying that against UMG, what is the point? Does this go back to whatever contract beef he got with the label? That this is like a negotiation tactic, or the next step in their in their battles behind the scenes, and now it's coming public. It looks like it's sour grapes on his part, but is it because he has some kind of beef with them over his contract? And the way they tried to set him up, because clearly it seemed like this was a sanctioned, basically a hit of some sort to kind of bring him down. And because I know he has big time negotiation as far as money goes. Like he makes a ton of money, even though he signed like basically like a big money 360 deal, basically something like that, right? They got all the rights to his stuff. He makes a much bigger percentage than others. I think they're giving him they gave him a bunch of money up front. Then he get 400 M's.
400 million is what was reported. 400 million, and it's basically like a 360. But what's been said is that now he's recouped that, which I mean, so That was I want to say that was not that long ago. That was like 2 years ago or something like that, 3 years ago when he signed that deal. So so he recouped that money, and now he's renegotiating this next deal. And apparently, the negotiations aren't going well, right?
Well, they're chopping down everything at these labels. They're chopping down. I mean, mad people that was top people getting cut, getting fired. You see all these people all these execs getting let go. They said they reducing their budgets and all this type of stuff. So it sounds like they trying to get him to either take less and stay on the same type of deal, or they want to let him go, but not until his numbers is down. Like he can't go get another huge bag somewhere else, or come against them in some kind of way. Like, if this, like, I don't know what the equivalent is. Like, you don't want to let him go out the door and come back and hurt you. So you basically like, hey, we could diminish this dude before he really gone, and then when you try to come back,
then you got power when he comes back to the negotiating table. Yeah, so I mean, shout out to the people in the chat first of all, for rocking with us, because people said a lot of good stuff. So first off, we got UR saying Drake. If Drake won the beef, he wouldn't be suing. Let's be for real. B-Dog, what you got to say to that? You think he would still sue if he had won the beef?
I mean, it's been reported for over a year now. I feel like that he has beef with UMG, so I feel like something was always in the works.
Right. So that's Deuce also says that as well. He says he's been fighting against the powers that be, for a while. So you don't feel like it wouldn't have mattered whether he won the beef or not.
I think, I don't know, man. Like, I hate all of this conspiracy theory stuff because, I mean, I could say I feel like this is all perfectly worked out in order for him to get to this point to sue them, to where it'll move to the next point of negotiations or whatever the next step may be, whether it be letting him go or whatever. Because I don't think you can ever keep a superstar down. Like, I can still make music at the end of the day, no matter what. I don't know what other way to stop a superstar. So I don't know what comes.
But this is how you stop a superstar. He looks like he's a joke out here. He's not a superstar. I would say right now, I question his superstar ability. And I don't know if this is true. I don't know. He dropped songs this year. They didn't do much, but again, they not gonna help him now. They're not gonna promote his shit. They're not gonna gas his shit. They're not gonna make other people talk about his shit. They're not gonna boost it on social media. So,
hold
songs
on. So
that might have did something before ain't been doing nothing. And is he still gonna get the same calls from pop singers and shit like that to do their album right now? I don't know.
Well, so here's the thing. All right, I feel like we got to keep the facts straight because he is still number one in streaming right now. He's above
exactly every month
in monthly streams.
Yeah,
he's still number one, right? You still when I still go out to places, you still hear Drake on like a radio set, or like in the mall or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like it's not like he got his music shut down or something like that. I just think that is the perception on the internet. It's all memes. It's all like, A minor this or whatever, blah, 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 So I just feel like it's a different, like the perception is
how long does that stay? How long does that stay if you a joke in the larger hip hop community? How long does that maintain? The numbers maintain, the streams maintain?
I think, so he hasn't been dropping new stuff on streaming services, though.
Right?
That's the other thing. He's been dropping everything on, or whatever, just on social media. So
that's also a negotiation tactic.
Exactly.
You're trying to be able to say, look, I'm doing these numbers without you. See, that's why I think everything is negotiation. I think that's how this all started. Is he had some kind of beef, whatever. They going back and forth, and that ends up with this stuff, with this coordinated attack. You know what I mean? They bring him down some. He's like, hey, that didn't even hurt me. Whatever, they still going back and forth the negotiation table in the background. That didn't stop me. Look, I'm gonna drop these songs without saying nothing to you. They're gonna do numbers. They did some numbers. I don't know how much numbers they did. I don't know, but I know that was something that he thought. I think this is part of that too. But I think this is signs that he's losing that battle.
Okay, so you feel like so he's not getting the attention from them that he wanted, and now he's going to further extremes, basically, to get their attention.
I mean, it's a play by the lawyers. To me, this is a lawyer play. The lawyers is going back and forth. The lawyers not liking the numbers they getting or whatever. And that's just my guess. I mean, look, I don't know, because to me, this is so embarrassing. I don't know why you would do this otherwise. I gotta believe this dude ain't that stupid. Like, he was able to be at the top of rap as far as commercial space for a long time. Could he really be this stupid to think that this was going to be a move that people were going to not ridiculously ridicule him for?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But this part, you all said this right here. If Drake wins, though, so many artists will be able to sue for malpractice and take it. Because this is the thing. I think everyone uses bots, right? All these people, who do all these numbers, I think they're using bots. I don't think that numbers are natural. I think the not like us and the Kendrick in this beef, he definitely used bots. I mean, there's pictures on the internet that were clear. Like, as soon as Meet the Grams dropped, it had like 1 million views like in 15 minutes or whatever it is. That stuff to me is like really obvious, but I just don't, but I think everyone does. I think Drake probably uses it too. He's probably benefited from these things.
Of course he does.
Yeah, but
so it feels like sour grapes when it's coming from him now after the beef. That's the thing. It's just like he.
Do you think he ordered somebody to do a lawsuit?
Say it again.
Yeah, I think he what?
Do you think he was the one sitting around like, I know what we'll do? We'll sue him. You think that was what Drake came up with?
I mean, you think it's?
I don't know. I'm sure he has a team around him
that they came up with this idea.
I mean, I just don't. I mean, look, if he came up with that, it's one of the biggest bitch made moves in history. It's up there with J. Cole on the stage. I mean, I don't know. It's probably worse. I just.
Okay. J. Cole moving up the rankings, dog.
I mean, he maybe he did this on purpose to help his man J. Cole out, so that he could look worse than J. Cole, so people could stop calling him J. Fold and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. And then this, Kendrick didn't use the bot, someone from UMG, and that's the whole thing. That's why the suit is against UMG, not on Kendrick himself. But even because there's other stuff, right? Like UMG's been firing. They've been reported that they've been firing all the pro Drake executives, right? So all the people he had riding for him in the building, they getting fired, they're getting out of there, right?
That's what I'm saying. This seems easy. Like, I don't understand. This seems like super simple to me after all of this stuff is coming out, but everyone's trying to make it about Drake and Kendrick when I don't think it's about that at all. I think Kendrick is just the catalyst that caused all these things to happen. Maybe he sped it up. I think like I said, I think it would have happened no matter what. He's trying to get out of this deal. We all know that. Or he's trying to re-up for a better deal. So something was going to happen no matter what.
Yeah, or it's like because look, again, there was a lot of people against Drake. Let's be clear, it wasn't just Kendrick. I mean, it was a lot of people against Drake. You think how much of it was even instigated or from the label or someone at the label? How much of it? Kanye said there was a lot of people in the room, a lot of energy, excitement for the downfall of Drake. I mean, how much of that did UMG just hear it and jump on opportunity to discredit him and push him down, or were they part of the planning of it, or or what? That's the thing. So I feel like I'm interested in the lawsuit in them getting the information, because that's what this is, a suit to get information, right?
Yeah.
The information, I'd love for the information to come out, but my thing is, will Drake's let's say we find out all of it is true. Okay, he wins the suit. Does he still does his reputation come back from that?
No, hell no.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think. I was thinking about that today. Actually, I don't think there's anything you can ever do to get your rep back. People time heals all. That's what I always say. That's what I said about Cole too. It just takes time. Like, keep moving on with your life. You can't go out here and try to satisfy people and I didn't do it, guys. Like, that shit gonna look even worse.
I mean, look, if he wins and he gets what he wants, which I'm assuming is, I don't know what he wants. I don't know if it's freedom because he hasn't really spoken on it. It just seems like this stuff is all around. It's like what they say, like a black hole. You don't really see it, you just see the shit around it, like swirling around, right?
Right.
So all of this shit seemed like he got some kind of issue with them. It's not necessarily. I mean, he does have issue with Kendrick too. Like, obviously, they have beef or some kind of whatever you want to call it. They have feelings. They don't like each other.
Right.
Whatever. But I don't know if that's his main issue right now. If the label is against you, there's not much you could do. You kind of screwed. We've seen other artists get stuck where they can't release nothing. Or the label won't put it out, or they won't promote your shit, or they hide you, and you're screwed. In this case, he's such a big artist. I don't think we ever seen as artists as big, like, had this type of problem when he was so tight with the top dude named Lucian Grange or whatever.
Lucian, yeah.
He was so tight with him. And then but they had a kind of breakup or something. Maybe he got with his girl, maybe that's why. But whatever it is, they had some kind of male breakup, and now it's completely forget them. I don't like y'all side, and they have a beef there somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like the thing is, it's just the optics, right? It's the optics. My thing is, all right, so to me, I feel like his reputation won't really take a hit. All right. There's people who are laughing about it now. Honestly, if nobody stopped listening to him after the blackface photos, or after losing that beef, or after the PDF allegations, I really don't think people care. I think it's just funny to talk about on the internet. I think most people, the casual audience, won't care about this lawsuit at all, right?
I don't know. I wonder. I
would
like to see.
No, we see what the casual audience think he's suing UMG to get at Kendrick or whatever.
Right.
Like, they think he's being a crybaby. So,
right.
Yeah. I don't know, but I still don't think Drake a star, man. You ain't taking a star.
Yeah,
down.
But you gotta see. I gotta see it. I gotta see it again. I'm not. I don't know. I feel like he is diminished. I mean, because this is unprecedented stuff, man. First of all, you rarely see this song be as popular as Not Like Us was. Right? That's not happened that many times. Then for it to be, the dude gonna do it at the Super Bowl. Then he got lawsuits and all that shit. It's bad. It's a bad look every which way, shape, and form. In the internet, they were pushing all Drake shit before. Every time he had a song, there was all these memes. People be getting out. What was that one song that was stupid ass during a lockdown? Everybody kept doing outside their car and shit.
Oh, the Tootsie Slide,
do you love
man?
me and all that stupid shit.
Oh no, that was
stupid ass lockdown, dog.
Yeah.
That shit was
whatever that shit was.
Yeah,
all y'all motherfuckers was doing that
the
stupid
Tootsie
shit.
Slide was the one during COVID.
Y'all was gassing all this stupid shit every year.
Slide, I think was
all y'all was
COVID,
gassing that shit. The shit was trashed in. Y'all was gassing, and then now I want to see are they gonna run right back after all the jokes? Because it's the same people that was on the internet talking about some only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry, and all this stupid shit every year that they were saying and quoting all the Drake shit every year. They was all on that shit. This is the same people making jokes now. That's the same ones with all the memes. So are they gonna when he come out with another song like that, are they gonna jump right back on him?
Well,
so the ones he dropped on the internet, right? Obviously, those are him just dropping on the internet without you'd say label push or label support. They're not on the album. They're not a part of rollout or something. So those didn't like those are like big records that you see and people talk about or they didn't make I feel like a huge impact, or at least it didn't seem that way to me. So you think if he doesn't come to a deal with these labels, if he's suing them, they don't come to a deal. Can Drake be as big without the machine behind him? If Drake goes independent, like, is it gonna be the same? No, he'll be done. He'll fall off, right?
I mean, Kanye just went #1 independent in February?
Wait, hold on. You think Drake will fall off if you went independent?
I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm saying I don't think it'll be the same as when he had the push from the labels.
It ain't got to be the same if you own all the shit. You making way more money.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, yeah. If half of those numbers are real, you making way more money than anybody else. So I don't. That's what I'm saying. I think Drake is fine no matter what. It would have to be some stuff that came out. Like everyone's saying, oh, he sued him, so now they get to go into all his text messages and discovery. Let's see if he's really a pedo. I don't even know if that's true, but for some reason that's getting pushed online that's what's gonna come
Yeah, I
out.
think it's not a criminal. I don't think that they get to get his phone just because he dropped the lawsuit. I don't think that's
only something that's got to do with the suit. It had to be something that was relevant in some kind of way.
Yeah. I guess they're saying
I'm no
because he
lawyer,
sued for
but I don't
defamation,
think that's yeah.
so they can try to find him being a pedo now to prove that it's.
And they would have to sue for a reason. It's a civil suit or some kind of business suit. I guess it's a civil matter. It's not a criminal matter, so it's not really the same thing, man. But I think people I mean, I don't believe that the dude is on that whatever stuff, PDF stuff.
Yeah,
maybe so. I mean, to me, that's the least of his issues. To me, it's the perception of he's not cool. That's all it takes really to end you. I mean, he's getting a modern Milli Vanilli treatment. You know what I mean? This is
no. So look, Deuce said he's MJ now, and they trying to kill him.
No,
I mean, the thing is, I don't think. I mean, if you don't like that comparison,
no, because MJ actually had talent.
All right. Well, regardless of his allegations, I mean, people never stop him from being big, musically. So I just don't think none of these allegations are substantiated, right? So I think, how would you feel if you got these sort of things thrown on you? People are calling you this all day now in the streets and the internet. Is he justified to sue for that, or different? Is that defamation? Like, is he justified to be like in his feelings because people are calling him PDF?
Hey man, you could be emotional about it, but that's not. You can't sue for that, man. Everybody else, look, plenty of people they call Eazy-E that. They told the same thing. Eazy-E didn't sue. He's not the first. He's not the only one. I think there's a couple other people too that they said the same type of stuff about him. Nobody sued. You know what I mean? People been saying it about Jigga and other people, man. It's not people not suing for that, man. I mean, come on. It's got to have something to it. It might hurt you. I'm sure it hurt. I don't want to be called that. Nobody want to be called that. But come on, man. That ain't it.
Yeah. So everyone keeps saying Kendrick took it too far. Can't say Lawani. Yeah. I mean, there are people who's, people on
come on, man.
The Drake
These
side.
people is not about, Drake side people, they gonna cry. Of course, they gotta cry something. They gotta find something to hold on to because they man's getting washed out here. I mean, it's embarrassing. If you was a Drake fan, if you was an OVO, one of the people with the Drake, with the owl tatted on you, you gotta run to the tattoo artist. Get this shit off me ASAP. Turn this into my mama. All right, I need a picture of my mama. Cover this shit. You gotta cover this. You gotta cover that owl fast, dog. That's embarrassing. Yeah. But I mean, the same thing with y'all. Dreamville people should have covered their shit too after they was at that festival. So y'all,
come on now.
Y'all not doing good out here. Y'all not doing good, man.
Dreamville's up, dog. J. Cole dropping his podcast, man. I can't wait to talk about. We're gonna talk about that at the end. We gotta get through this. But last thoughts, B-Dog. Defend your man.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't see anything to defend. Like I said, if it was towards Kendrick, he would have sued Kendrick. But obviously, this is a record, music, record label thing, which I thought at one point everyone was against the record labels, but apparently not.
Come on, man. How you say there's nothing to defend, man? Dude,
you literally was just
he signed the deal,
like
man.
30 minutes ago.
He signed the deal, though. I do think he has an issue with them, but like I'm not look, the same people that he mad at now, when they was boosting his streams, it was all good. When his shit was getting pumped up, it was all good. So whatever he's saying that they're doing, is he supposed to be saying that they never pumped up his shit at all? Is that what he's alleging?
No.
They pumped up Drake, just to hurt him, and they never pumped his music up at all. Or they gonna say that's standard industry practice because we pump up all our artists because that's our job. We a record label.
Well, but that's illegal, right? If so, the stuff like
exactly
stuff like payola to radio station stuff like that's illegal.
So
if they
what?
can prove it happened, it doesn't matter if it happens for everyone. If he can prove it happens, then he still win a suit for it. Like I mean, or potentially
exactly,
could,
it's
right?
not okay. You messing with people money.
They could say that payola is illegal, so is speeding. Yet every day I drive home doing about 90. I don't get like that don't mean nothing.
Okay, and if you get caught, you get caught. What do you mean?
And every day, but how they gonna get caught? Just Drake suing them, not gonna get them caught.
Right.
That's not gonna do nothing. That's gonna get them caught. Come on, man. Let me ask you a question, Doug. You work for iHeartRadio. Universal Records. Basically, they only got about 3 record labels out here. So Universal Records gave you 10 G's, not even a lot of money, to play Not Like Us extra times. Are you about to sit on the stand and be like, oh yeah, man, they gave me 10 G's. Here go the receipts. You never get them. That's easy money for you. I'll play that shit all day. Give me some more money. Shit, I don't care. I work at iHeartRadio, a soulless corporation. I don't care. Like this ain't no DJs that's like digging in the crates coming out here playing the real rap. They play some bullshit. Yeah, pump your stream up at Spotify, sure. Why not?
So I thought the interesting part of the lawsuit is that they gave Spotify basically a discount to play Not Like Us. That to me is the most interesting part of the lawsuit that is alleged. Because if that, I mean, that's not standard practice. And if that is what they did for to give
the record labels own the streamers.
No. Yes, but to give Spotify a discount to say you have to pay less for this song, that's not.
If I say you play that song, Spotify is gonna play that fucking song because I own them.
Not for a discount. That's what I'm saying. Not for a discount.
All we gotta do is say, "Yo, Spotify, you give us a little less money this month since you already owe us."
Your argument,
$100 million.
Your argument is they do everything wrong, and they've been doing it wrong for years, so it's okay.
Yes, that's exactly what my argument is.
Well, I think both things could be true though. I think both things could be true. I think Drake can be
a lot of shit in this world wouldn't change if that was the case.
And Lane for filing the lawsuit. I also think he can be exposing true corruption in the record industry that needs to change. I think both things can be true. I think both things can be true.
Drake now is a crusader for truth in music.
I didn't say that. That's not even what came out of my mouth.
No, I don't think he's doing this for anybody else except for himself. Like, I don't understand.
Come on, man. Y'all really think that this dude is really like? Yes, I agree. He is part of the corruption. He's doing it for himself. I agree.
Yes,
I don't see what's gonna happen. All they're gonna say is they could easily turn. Like I said, all they're gonna do is say, "Look, we did the same thing. We did all the legal practices available to pump up all our artists."
Okay, man.
But that's not. But that's not. If he can prove that they didn't do the same for his song, then it automatically discredits.
How he can prove that?
Well, that's what he's suing to get the information. He's suing to get the information. If they gave a 30% discount for the Kendrick song and not a 30% discount for the Drake counter diss, then that's automatically that's showing unfair practice, right? I have
a hard time believing they had that written down on paper somewhere. Yeah, we'll give you a 30% discount, and then they have a receipt book that they handed to each other. Like the Spotify every month or every however much often pays the record labels a gang of money. They have to give them a fat check.
Yes.
So it's such an easy thing for them to be like, "Yo,
that's why he's trying to get the RICO charge."
We'll cut 10 million off the check this month. Play the song. It's not on paper. You ain't recorded me. You can't. This one of them states
and that's
you
fraud.
Give permission to record. There's no paper trail.
They did it all. They did it all. They have no paper trails. What'd you say? They just
these are the best criminals ever.
if you breaking laws
every day
at that level of corporate
these
levels,
niggas are the best.
There's a lot of people get caught for fraud
that's not
and
that complex.
racketeering. Lots of
Okay.
people in
I'm about to say niggas get caught on Ricos all the time.
That's been the music business.
All right.
That's been the
niggas get caught every day.
I never seen that at the top level.
I don't know. We really, it'll be interesting to see. We really all speculating right now. Like, so at the end of the day, I think this will be interesting story to follow. We'll see if anything comes from it, or if most likely they settle out of court, like what happens in every lawsuit, right?
Correct.
And you won't, and it'll be NDA. Nobody will speak about who got what or what. That's how it'll happen. So it'll all be speculation at the end of the day, but. We'll see. I mean, if that's gonna change or not. So, but either way, interesting topics, man. Either way, how bad is this for B-Dog? I want you to answer this one. How bad is this for Drake's legacy to you as a fan? Does this change your view of him at all?
I don't. I look at legacy different. If Kanye can't hurt his legacy to me, I don't think anyone can hurt their legacy. I don't think legacies. Once you've been amazing,
you've been on here for months talking about J. Fold embarrassing himself at the concert,
and I told you
now this can't hurt his legacy.
And I told you time would heal all. Did I not? I've been saying that since the beginning.
You did say that. Okay,
so thank you.
So how much time
Baldi
you need
before you start playing
Drake tracks again? How much time you need?
I listen to Drake today. Well, I mean,
so no time. So there's no time.
Yeah. What did he do? Yeah. Why would I not listen to him?
So all right. So because I see some people say this is worse than the J. Cole apology. Baldi, why is this worse than J. Cole to you?
I mean, the J. Cole is bad. Look, man, my wife cut about 95 onions in here. My eyes is it's killing me. Anyways, get ready for Thanksgiving.
Says Kanye won't be mainstream ever again, though. But Kanye just sold like 300K. Like he did really well on that
Carnival song. Went
his first one did
exactly. What the hell are you talking about?
I mean, you gotta have the music, and you gotta be that dude. Like Drake, if he had a big song, it could get the casuals right back.
Right.
I just don't know. I gotta see it. Right now, I'm questioning it, but I gotta see it. I mean, it's similar to your boy Trump. People was mad. People hated him. People said never again. He was out. He was voted out. Then his ass came back, talking about I'm back and better than ever. Like I'm like, what?
More people than ever voted for him. Everything will be good. People will forget all that. Okay, he just
you're right about that.
Just a little graze in the ear, dog. That's all it takes.
But it's I don't see how Drake could come back from this, man. I don't see it. To me, but I'm biased. I never liked Drake. I don't really understand how people really big fans of his. I thought it was over when he had blackface photos. I thought it was over, way a long time ago. And then people was running back to him, gassing his music. And so I don't know. I guess so. You're right. It's probably true that he could come back and make another big hit. Because if blackface and that type of exposure don't do it for you, what will?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the blackface thing was career ending. Nothing. People every time we get excited about this type of stuff in hip hop,
my whole point.
Serious.
That's what I've been saying. And this nigga
you might be right.
I don't know. He's a star. I don't know. It's taken away. I
gotta see it though.
Stars don't die.
Nah, that's not true, man. Plenty of stars die. Plenty of stars. We're gonna talk about a star that's. What do you mean?
Who really? Wait, like who? Wait, give us an example of a big somebody as big as Drake that
exactly. Who dies? Yeah,
that die like they went away, like their music not hitting no more. Nobody rock with them no more.
Right.
I thought that something was happening with Kanye. I was like, fuck, I'm not listening to this nigga no more.
But I never rock with that. I guess that was my whole thing is I never rock with that from the jump. So
this man was talking about Jews, this and that. I was like, oh, it's over for this man.
Yeah, I always knew he was crazy. Well, but the corporate America did stop rocking with him. But but I always knew he was crazy. He lost every corporate.
But then all that came back. All that
You know,
came.
None
right
of that has
back.
come back.
Yeezy
Wait,
still
none of that has
going
come
crazy
back.
in the
They
streets.
started selling the Yeezys again. What you talking about?
No, they
Yeezy going
had
crazy.
to. Their what you call them investors went crazy on them, and they lost a ton of money, and they had to get rid of them. They selling Yeezys for $10. They doing anything they can to get rid of them. They had so many in stock. They're not selling
They ain't
Yeezys
getting
for
rid
no.
of
They're
them.
not hyping up
Oh, so
Yeezy
they're
and
not
stuff like that.
continuing to make them and sell them. For
No, they
no
stopped
price.
making them a long
Come
time
on,
ago.
man.
Okay,
They've been
all right.
stopped making them, man. They've been
And I
stopped
just
making.
seen Adidas just came out with their fake version of the Yeezy slides that everybody wearing. The foam
now
runners.
they'll buy his shit. They'll make fake versions of it, but they won't make no more with his name on it. They've been stopped doing that. They
The
sold
foam
all the
runners
ones
only
they
been
made.
out.
And they
Hey
sold
man,
all
the
the ones
foam
they
runners
made.
only been out for 3 years, and I still see everybody wearing them hoes.
Okay,
I
people
don't
still
know.
wearing the old shit they already bought. Adidas not selling them no more, man. I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not making it up. It's true.
All right. So we'll still to be seen, but we gotta move on. We gotta talk about the guy who started all this mess, right? Kendrick went ahead and dropped a surprise album, GNX, right? Dropped it, no rollout, no announcement, no nothing, right? Boom, surprise album, GNX. And I mean, everyone's been talking about it. So, what's y'all thoughts? And we're gonna go through it track for track, and talk about, because we got to start out right with the first song. I mean, is the one that people talk about the most. You got a lot of the energy, still that battle energy, a lot of villain energy. People are saying, seeming to be disses or subs or maybe to some different people. So let's talk about this. Let me share. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about So the first track is of course I played the album. Of course I played the album. Imperial Stats, man. Listen, Whacked Out Murals.
You was mad the whole time.
Nah, not the whole time. First off, let me start off with because everyone's expecting to hate. All right. So let me start off with my positives. All right. Before everyone come in and jump in on me. I like Whacked Out Murals. And I like the songs where he raps. I like the songs where he raps. All right. And I've said this from the jump, I think Kendrick is a talented rapper. I enjoy when he raps. My favorite songs of his are Rigor Mortis, Ignorance is Bliss. I think he's a very talented rapper when he wants to be. But what I think he does, and he does some on this album as well, is do a lot of weird voices, extra stuff that I don't really understand the point of. I don't get why it's appealing to others. That is off-putting to me. It's unappealing to me, right? And so that's I guess
because you don't got no ties.
That must be true, man. All right. Oh man, it won't let me share my screen. I don't know what's going on.
I don't see it on here at all.
All right, here we go.
There you go.
All right, so GNX, man. Whacked Out Murals is track number 1. What were your thoughts on this? We're gonna have to talk about the lyrics on this one as well. But first off, Beto, what's your thoughts on this
one? Whacked Out Mirrors, I like that one. Great track. Mirrors. Amazing bass.
All right. Baldi?
Had me dancing.
This is like most of the songs on here. I like parts.
Right.
And not every part. It kind of it's hard for me to like fully enjoy the song and get fully into it.
So he got a lot of things to say on this track, right? And people jumped on Genius here and went in. Look, the K-Box, oh my goodness, they be writing a lot too for this stuff. The fact is, all right, number one, I gotta get some hate off right now. Automatic, just seeing this. How y'all write so much stuff? This dude don't got no bars, all right? None of this stuff is that deep. How is every one of these lines have
dog.
Essay written about them, all right? Okay,
I'm not gonna go. Yeah, start with love, dog.
All right, let's let's get to the some of the things he said on this. First off, man, someone whacked out his mural. For real, this happened in September. They put crossed out his eyes and stuff on his mural, and so he comes with I think great energy, that villain energy, dark energy on this. So he starts off. What is it? I think this first thing I wanted to talk about was this blank that he leaves on the track. Right, he cuts off on the track. Right. So people have been saying that this is a cold diss that he blanked out. I don't know if anybody's seen this online, but I see people say that this is where he said, because he says, "I paid homage. I always mind my business. I made the brother J. Cole ask for forgiveness," is what the people are saying that line is supposed to be.
How the hell did they come up with the lyric?
I don't know. People are saying that they look. Nah,
this is
brother.
crazy.
People saying that they whether I don't know. They listened to it. They put it in the program. They did the science. They
that's too much speculation. This is crazy.
Right? Yeah, come on. I don't know.
I didn't even think it would really fit right there.
You don't think it fits there?
I mean,
no, is it like too much of a change in topic? Was that because it says I watch a pander with the backhanded compliments. They put their head on a Cuban link as a monument. I paid homage. I always mind my business. I made the brother J. Cole ask for forgiveness. Right? I never lost who I am for a rap image. It's motivation if you wonder how I did it. You don't think it fits there?
I mean, maybe. I feel like that's messed up. I feel like that's how you start the album off, and he really rapped that. Even if he blanked it out, like that seems like offensive. If you J. Cole and I guess you wouldn't know if he really said that, but
right,
that's insane. Like, Mister, that's my friend. I'm sorry. Like, that's bad. I don't think he would do that right at that moment, but maybe. I don't know. It's like I said. I love the way this starts though. The way it sounds when it starts and stuff. I love that how that starts.
Yeah.
And it was like the right energy. I was like, okay, this dude coming in with the villain energy, surprise album.
Mm-hmm.
It's like bum 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 bum. It's like, okay, so
because he calls out other people by name, right? He's talking about all the stuff that's gone down since this thing. So in the second verse, he really gets into it, right? He says, I used to bump the Carter 3. I held my rolling chain proud. Ironically, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. And of course, Lil Wayne responded on Twitter. He said, man, I just, quiet. And, let me pull it up, the text. Let me pull it up, man.
Who cares what he said? Shit sounds soft.
You thought he was soft?
I thought it sounded soft. I mean, he, I know he said he was mad and all that stuff, disappointed about the Super Bowl. I mean, I like how I like the energy Kendrick coming with though on that. Like, he didn't diss him. He said, Lil Wayne hurt. Lil Wayne is hurt.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. He only said facts. I do, and this, look, this is one of the things I feel like I've heard at this point, just in this week, right? Because J. Cole talked about Lil Wayne in this podcast. Corday talked about Lil Wayne in his interviews. He was on a podcast talking about Lil Wayne's the GOAT. He was arguing for Lil Wayne being the GOAT. And Kendrick talks about, Kendrick cried previously when Lil Wayne said he was going to retire, and he talks about him here. But they all mention the Carter 3. They always say the Carter 3. And it's so odd to me that, like, that's where all of these dudes, I guess, mention. But regardless.
It was like teenagers or something when that came out, man, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that was.
I always thought that shit was whack. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, but I found the tweet.
You got to zoom in a little bit, though.
Oh, all right. Let me see if I can zoom into it. All right, here we go. So it says, man, what I do, I just be chilling, and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed. All right? What y'all think?
I don't even believe that, by the way. I don't believe that at all. I really don't want to hear Wayne in a rap battle. Not this Wayne. That would hurt me.
Why not?
Talk about legacy. Talk about hurting your legacy. That would hurt me to my core. That would hurt.
So you just don't think Wayne got it in him to beef?
Not no more. If we talk about old Wayne, I would love to hear it, but I can't. I don't want to hear this drugged out Wayne. I don't even like listening to him no more personally.
I thought his
Wayne been rapping. Wayne been rapping.
Like that were good. Yeah, I thought he's been rapping.
He's been doing decent.
Every verse I've heard him on recently, he has sounded good. He sounded good. So
he smoked Corday on his own album like 3 times.
Yeah, well, I think it was like twice, but yeah, for sure. So but my thing is, he never really had a beef, right? I mean, like subs and stuff like that, but never like a full on diss tracks.
I Miss My Dogs is not a diss track.
It's not a diss track.
It's like an apology.
Opposite, yeah. So I don't we don't know. We don't know, but you don't like his response though. You don't think that he's right to say like, leave me alone or I'll kill you? You think that's weak?
He's not gonna kill anybody. I really don't believe it.
I mean,
he really should just let this shit rock. He already said enough. He almost said too much by saying he was all hurt about the Super Bowl thing and all that. I feel like he should just shut up and let that shit rock. And you're right, he did have this is to push and stuff low key. And they were
low key. They were real low key. But yes, they definitely were. Yeah, this is
once again, that was still on the backside of Wayne though. That was not prime Wayne then, but yeah.
I mean, that thing went for a long time. It went through his prime for sure. But yeah, man. Okay, so then he talks about Snoop, right? So he calls out everybody, right? So then he talks about Snoop. I'm sorry. Snoop posted Taylor Made. I prayed it was the edibles. Couldn't believe it. It was only right for me to let it go, right? One Super Bowl and Nas the only one to congratulate.
Nah, stay on the Snoop line. This nigga Snoop, you lame as hell for that, dog. That shit, like, that's
Snoop
something else.
It was the edibles. He agreed it was the edibles. He dropped fire emojis and 5 mics.
Lame. That's lame as hell. He could have just not said. I'd rather him not say nothing. Like, just let Kendrick get it off if you agree with them. But that's some J. Cole shit too. Oh, Kendrick, you right, man. I was off the edibles. I'm sorry, I was out my mind. Like, what? That's lame as fuck.
I did kind of feel like it was. Listen, if you talking tough to me, and then like they respond back, the response back is like, yeah, West King. That's what he said. Like, 5 mics King. It is a little. To me, it is a little whack. But
what they supposed to do, man? That's what I'm saying. Just don't respond or shut up. You know what I mean?
Like nothing. Especially you OG. Like, nigga, what? Kendrick really can't.
No, that's not Snoop Dogg.
What you mean?
He's not talking about Snoop Dogg. He's talking about this other dude. It's this other dude.
It is Snoop.
No, man.
You did talk about Snoop Dogg.
Apologize. What do you mean?
Snoop is the one who said it. It was on the edibles. This is Snoop Dogg. What are you talking about?
Let's a picture of Snoop Dogg talking about it, dog. Snoop Dogg said it himself.
Even Genius said it.
Look, go down. That on Genius. There's a tweet right there. Look,
this is the tweet right here. Snoop Dogg. K-Dot new album GNX Fire 5 mics. It was the edibles. West King. And this is him.
He posted the what you call him, the Taylor Made freestyle.
Yes.
He talked about. He posted it. He was talking about it on. He did the thing. He was like, they did what? Who? I don't know. You don't want me to play the video?
Yeah.
Play.
I don't even care, man. I don't care, man.
Okay, so then why you?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Snoop Dogg, but.
All right.
Yeah, well, this is lame as fuck.
All right.
What are you supposed to say though?
Nothing. Yeah. The same thing J. Cole said.
Man, they all about this West Coast unity bullshit, man. That's his dude. That's Dr. Dre's dude. So that's his dude. Of course, they gotta kiss the ring. Snoop got an album coming out called Missionary, bruh. It's over for him, man. This dude makes T-Mobile commercials, man. There's no gangster shit no more.
Okay.
What are y'all talking about, man?
So, all right, wow, that's so you feel like so,
bruh. If I
right.
get missionary and this dude talks about any kind of gangster shit, it's gonna be comical, bruh.
Okay, all right,
I agree.
What are you supposed to say? Fuck you, Kendrick. I'll bust
He
your
no,
ass.
So
you're supposed to
what you
say
think the rap's
nothing.
gonna be about? You think gonna be about bacon with Martha Stewart? Like, what you think the rap's gonna be?
Yes, it's gonna be about I made this much money with Martha Stewart. I made this much money with
I really don't
T-Mobile.
even
I
want to
made
hear
this
that
much
shit.
money
Honestly.
while I was looking at your girl, but I'm still with my wife because I've been married to her for about 45 years, and I'm a good husband, and I'm old as shit. What are you supposed to say? What are you gonna say?
Those are good bars, man. Those are good bars. That's good.
I agree.
Right.
Man, freestyle all off the top, Doug. All off the top.
We don't want to see.
Exactly
This is
why I
what
don't
we
want to
don't
hear
want
that
to see.
shit.
We don't want to see the Jake Paul versus Tyson fight, right? We don't
That
want
was
to see
terrible,
that
man.
with any of these.
Mine was
That
buffering
lagging
most of
was
the time
terrible.
anyway.
That lagging was terrible. That shit is ass.
Oh, mine went smoothly, y'all.
Not mine. Not mine.
No one else is in the world, but I'm happy for you, man. It was
Yeah,
good
bro.
on mobile.
I saw
but
all.
the
It was
app,
boring. It was not. Yeah, you didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything.
no, that shit did suck.
The fights before were good though. The fights before were good. That the girl got robbed, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
neither here nor there,
exactly.
man.
Boxing is rigged.
I
nigga. I
didn't
hate
see
that
none.
shit.
I
Boxing
think
super
I fell asleep on like the second round.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on, man. Because then here, I think it's at the end when he really is dissing. Like, because to me, it seems to me that he's dissing J. Cole, right? Like even.
All right, show me these J. Cole
look,
disses.
All right, look right here. So, let me make it bigger. All right, so, yeah, I mean, so since y'all pandering to choose a side, let me do it for you. Okay, F your hip hop. I watched the party just die. Let's see. Hold on. Where is he? Anybody empathetic to the other side? I vow. Punk. Brother,
Birds of a feather flock together, basically.
Yeah, birds of a feather flock together. They exist with them in style. Exterminate them right now. I mean, like to me, he's saying,
This one the verse started getting good. This one he was really rapping.
Yeah. Okay. So to me, now, I mean, I thought this, don't let no comedian talk about no black woman that's law, like all this stuff. Yeah, I thought it was dope. Like I said,
so you think that's about J. Cole? You think he's saying J. Cole is cooning?
No,
No.
you empathetic to the other side. He just dropped Port Antonio, which was him saying, I still love, me and Drake are still cool. I love you forever. You did a lot for me. He says that in the song.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. You're right about that. I forgot about that. I forgot about that J. Cole song already. So, okay. All right. I see what you're saying. So you think he's saying J. Cole use a B word?
Who else?
How you think Cole feel about that?
Well, that's my thing. Cole not talking. Cole already said that he was gonna take whatever kid I said some shit. He ain't gonna respond, right?
So his next guest spot come out. He gonna talk about it some more.
No, I don't know. The podcast was recorded in 2022, man.
No, I said next guest spot, man. Next guest spot. Next rap.
I don't think he's talking about it. I don't think he's talking about this beef anymore. Port Antonio.
Better not talk about that shit.
He's not talking about this beef anymore. He's over it. All right. But regardless, my point is, I think Kendrick, and I don't listen. To me, it's not by coincidence that this is all going during J. Cole's rollout on this podcast too, because J. Cole's dropping, like we talked about, Kendrick stepping on the other albums that came out this week, but J. Cole just dropped the warm up. Friday Night Lights will be dropping tomorrow, assuming so like this is all J. Cole's rollout too. The buzz, the media cycle should be talking about J. Cole right now. And Kendrick came and stepped on it. To me,
I don't agree with that at all.
I think you don't agree with that?
They should be talking about J. Cole old mixtapes.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not Travis Scott, man. He's not Travis Scott,
I don't think
man.
he's doing
ain't doing them numbers.
He's better than Travis.
This is just fan service.
Travis Scott sold the most this year off of old tape.
Okay. I mean, I don't know anything about Travis Scott, man. I'll stay out of that conversation. But
don't nobody want to talk. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know that this was a thing. Like I didn't know this was a rollout for him. I thought this was just his podcast.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Some shit that he's making, man.
Oh, you don't think at the end of this the fallout comes out? That's
oh my god. You and your J. Cole thing, you pissing me off. This is why I'm so happy to be off the
This
train
is not
because you
what.
pissing me off, dog.
What about how this is basic news, dog? Every episode he's dropping new music. He gets to the end. He's gonna at the end of these first 10 episodes, he's gonna drop the 10-year anniversary of Forest Hills Drive. He's gonna drop a 10-year anniversary edition deluxe. These are facts, man. And then he's gonna season 2 is gonna end with the fall off or whatever. Like I don't know. My point is he's gonna drop some music. This is not happen. He even said it on the Yachty album. Like we recorded a podcast. We're gonna drop it when my album coming out. Like this is not. I'm not saying something like made up. Like this is a rollout.
So you think that
season 2 is when? That's what I want to know.
But regardless, this is a rollout. This is all part.
We all knew Kendrick was coming with an album around sometime soon because we knew he was doing the Super Bowl. We knew he was going to have an album.
Exactly.
We said that earlier when they said that when they announced him in the Super Bowl. I said he will have an album before that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They said he's coming back with another one too. By the way.
Say it again.
That's what they said. Yeah, I heard that.
They said he's coming back with another one. The conspiracy theories are like 12-12 because I don't know, they got some number. He had 12 songs on this one because that means he coming back on 12-12. That's what I heard. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, they don't want me on here. They don't like me. They don't like me.
Word. Look, all right. So regardless of the timing of the album drop, man, and I don't know if Kendrick coming back again. Regardless, these things that he's saying can be construed as disses to J. Cole. And I think, and it's reported that they've talked or whatever, and they're supposed to be cool. But I think Kendrick consistently has dropped songs where it is easy to interpret some of the things he's saying as being towards J. Cole. And I think he keeps doing that. I don't think that's on accident. You can't keep doing it on accident. So that's all. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know, man. I bet he's not thinking about J. Cole at all, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
it don't seem like he gives a shit about J. Cole. It seems like other people care. This is like one of them dudes. It's like one of them chicks that like mad people think that they about to get with, but they not. People think they like, we good friends, or Kendrick talking about me, but he not talking about them. He not talking about J. Cole. Like,
dog, the beef started. The beef started. Let's go back to the first track that he released. Like that. There's 3 goats left. I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. That's what he said. He was upset that J. Cole
I'm telling you, this the play, bro. They said, look, dog, we gonna get your label popping. You gonna diss Drake, and we're gonna bring in the all-star backups of whack losers to back you up, and that's how we gonna get your label popping.
Okay.
And he was like, cool. I don't like Drake anyway.
All right, so J. Cole had nothing to do with it. All right, that's fine.
And then that's why they told J. Cole to back down. That's why he backed down so fast. He even tell him himself. He sent Schoolboy to do it.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Cool. Then we'll leave J. Cole out of this discussion then for the rest of the album.
I mean, I gotta hear more. Something gotta show me that's pointing at J. Cole more than if you side with them, you're a bad guy. Like he never sided with them. He said he likes both. That's
and the words are literally F anybody who's empathetic with the other side. And he literally says anybody who if you stuck on the fence, you can't just pick a side, I'll do it for you. What does he say? He says the words. Hold on. I'm finding the exact since y'all
you're right.
Can't choose a side, let me do it for you.
You're right. Like, you think that's Cole? You think he told Cole this, or you think he just telling him to do the song? You think he told Cole this?
I think he's just he said it in the song. I don't know. I don't know how else you interpret those lines. Who else is on the fence? Who else is empathetic to the other side? That's all I'm saying. All right.
Most rappers
lined up.
Most rappers will be happy to do a song. Well, maybe they're happy to do a song with Drake.
Maybe it could be this. Okay, this was recorded long ago, but otherwise, you could say he could be talking about all the other rappers who have backed down from the beef now that are like, like the Futures and the and stuff like that who are now like hanging out with Drake. It could be directed at all of those people, but to me, the most obvious target is J. Cole. So
okay,
we'll move on though. We'll move on.
All right, Squabble up. How you like that video?
Squabble, I don't like his. I don't care about his video. I don't watch videos.
I like the video. I like the video. The video was weird. It was like the next movement, but
The
like
way
different.
that nigga acts in his videos.
He just standing there with like the Jesus face, like
Yeah, that shit is so fucking weird.
Yeah,
Like,
it's weird. That's what I'm saying.
get the
I
fuck out
hate
my
that
eye.
shit. Yeah, the people behind him be so hyped. Like, I love their energy, and he just kills that
The
shit
fat
to
chicks
me.
dancing in front of the lowrider. They
Yeah.
had all kinds of different funny stuff. I was like,
Yeah,
what is
there's a
this
lot going
video,
on.
man? The
There's
dudes,
a lot going
yo, the
on.
Bay Area, yo, I keep saying this. This is one of the hate that I have consistently. The Bay Area is super whack. Is that some shit that y'all do that? Y'all ride on
Oh,
tricycles or some
no.
shit in the Bay Area? That's fucking garbage.
No,
Anyways,
come on, man.
moving on.
Wait, but you talking about the little kid on the little?
No, not the little kid. Them big ass dudes was on bikes.
Oh, I don't remember the video that well, man.
Then when they had the Black American flags,
Yeah,
that shit's
I saw
hard. I
the
always
flag.
love that flag.
Yeah,
They had
the
dudes on
flag
like
is dope.
tricycles, like big
Oh,
ass tricycles.
I was looking at the flags. The flags caught my attention.
okay.
I wasn't looking down, man. I don't know.
All right. Well, you look good, but she don't got no ties.
Y'all like the song?
No, I don't like that.
This
I like
was
Bubble Up.
at the end of the Not Like Us video, or beginning. I'm sorry, beginning of Not Like Us. This was the track that was leading in. So, did y'all like this track or not?
I like the song,
Yeah,
then I
I
don't
like
like
it.
the song at the same time. I realized it was stuck in my head when I kept thinking, "Don't got no ties." Man, that just kept popping in my head throughout the day. Get the fuck out my eyes.
It's TV off that has lines that are stuck in my head. None of these lines are ever stuck in my head. I've listened to that one a few times, and now I skip Squabble Up.
I listened to about 4 or 5 times. I tried to make sure I played it a bunch of times.
I like Squabble Up.
Okay.
I don't start skipping until we get to this third song. That shit is ass.
I hated this song, and I like that sample too.
Oh.
I was kind of mad. I was like, man, like damn, do they use the Luther sample? I hate this song.
like the sample either. I hate girl songs.
I love
like
Luther
Kendrick makes
Vandross.
terrible girl songs to me. Like that's if he has a weakness that isn't his voice when he uses crazy voices, it's the girl songs. These shit sound terrible to me.
Though, you know how many people I know love these songs though? I feel like every time I talk to people be like, "Oh, you know, my favorite song on Damn is Love." I'm like, what?
That's crazy. I never heard anyone say that. I'm clowning.
I don't get it.
Say that.
I don't get people. I don't understand people. To me, this song is not good. I don't want to hear this again.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying.
I thought the sample.
See, look, there you go. Look at you go right here. One of your biggest.
Everybody
fans.
love this shit. That's what I'm saying. This shit is terrible. Y'all getting confused. Like y'all love the Luther song, and y'all think
that's why I was. Damn, the sample is dope. Like, yeah,
the sample is dope, but I don't even think it's used well though. I don't think the production is crazy on this song.
Yeah. Hey man. Hey, look. I'm not surprised at all that people like this song. Not at all surprised.
Of course,
it will not be getting played in my car.
Yeah, I'm not playing it in my car either. And I don't really understand what he's saying on the song. I really don't know. This goes to they really mumbling on the song. Let's look at the lyrics. Let me get genius for.
Nah, because like I said, I thought the parts with a Luther sample came in at certain times. I was like, oh, that's just dope. And then it'll be like them singing again. And I'm like, I'm turning this off. Yeah. So the second time I played it all the way through, I was like, ugh, this one's got to get the thumbs down treatment. I don't want this to come on in my random playlist.
Yeah.
If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God. Yeah, I don't was that
I like SZA too. That's the thing. Like but this song is ass to me. Yeah, I'd never want to hear this song again.
I love R&B. Yo, I listen to tons of R&B. So does B-Dog. So that ain't the reason.
I love SZA. Hey, Control, that album, I played that shit for like 6 months straight every night.
It's also weird mix of energy. Like maybe if I listen to this separately, it's just like weird. You go from Whacked Out Mural's energy, then the Squabble Up, then you go to Luther, and then to me the craziest is when you go from TV Off to Dodger Blue. Like to me, it's just like weird transition.
Yeah, Dodger Blue sucked too.
So let's go faster, man. Man at the Garden. This is a one mic bite to me.
I ain't like it. Production is cold though. I like the The production song is good. Nothing crazy. It's a good song. It's decent.
It's just that
I like
Nas did it better. I just feel like I don't know. It's a good song. It's a good song. It's
better than anything on Mr. Morale.
That's a low bar. Better than anything on Mr. Morale is a low bar. But I didn't like the song. I don't want to be playing this again.
Nah, I like that. I like the song. All right, go ahead.
Hey Now is trash.
I don't like Hey Now either.
Hey Now, say now.
Yeah, I can't. What was up with some of the hooks on this album? Like, they're so annoying. Like, as soon as the song comes on, I get angry. Like, I'm like, why?
See, the hooks is people love these hooks. I'm telling you, people love these hooks. I'm telling you. I could tell that other people like this shit, and I could tell that I was like, not like, Hey Now is not it.
Yeah, and the worst one is Peekaboo. I know I'm skipping, but Peekaboo is the worst song probably in Kendrick's catalog. It is so whack.
I was about to say this Hey Now song is more Cali. I like it. I like Cali Bop, so I don't mind it. But
we listen. I like the La Russell album that we reviewed. I like this other, but I like I like Blue. I like some different LA artists and stuff. But like this Peekaboo song is super trash.
Peekaboo? Stay in order.
I don't remember Peekaboo. Oh yeah.
Let's go. Reincarnated. I'm excited.
I like Reincarnated. I like Reincarnated.
You like it?
How y'all feel about the pocket impression? Well, we got to talk about this.
I hate it and I love it.
I thought it was whack. Exactly. That's a great way to describe it.
This nigga is Pac, but this shit sound fire at the same time.
Okay, yeah. I agree with that. It was to me annoying that it's like he's doing this Pac impression, but also I think the song is well done. I also hate the pretentious stuff with the I changed the devil's story, like all that like just weird religious stuff that he does, like pseudo religious stuff he does. Super annoying to me, but all that being said,
that's all you got to say. I was hyped. I was like, hey, I'm with it. Yeah, I'm not mad at this. No problem.
What did he say?
Reincarnated.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I like Reincarnated.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds fire, but it's also like a cheat code. Like it's like using a hit song that already worked.
Right.
People do it. People keep doing it.
Yeah. But like I said, it sounds good. I'm not mad at it, but I also hate that he's trying to be pocket.
I could just go listen to Pop. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're right.
I feel annoyed when, like, because to me, there's a lot of that on this album, on the Corday album. We didn't really talk about, but like rappers who are like just redoing stuff that you already know. Like, it's like, hey, look, remember Tupac?
Yeah,
hey, look,
I didn't think this was the worst version of that. So I did like I liked his verses on here. I guess he had, even though he's doing a weird voice or voices, it was more rapping. I guess that was maybe why. When I heard it in the album, I liked it. When I heard it outside the album just by itself, I still liked it. I like the song.
Yeah. Like I said, I got a love-hate with it. But I could, if someone argued that this was the worst form of it, I could see how they could say that, because you're copying someone's exact flow, exactly how they sound on a song that they already did. All you did was change lyrics. And that's what I can see it going both ways. I'm not mad at it.
So right here, treating Tupac like Juice WRLD, just let him be dead. My thing is this because the people were up in arms about the tailor-made Tupac voice, AI thing.
Yeah.
Is it like, how is this that much different? I mean, like you said, it is just he's doing an impression.
He's definitely copying the voice.
Exactly, he's copying the voice purposely. Copying the flow. He's copying everything about it. I guess you just would call this homage, and then the other thing, like disrespect. I mean, like, what's the line?
I didn't have a big, huge problem with the AI thing. I thought it was weird, but it wasn't the biggest thing. I wasn't like, oh, I'm angry. We got to fight this guy now. I thought it was an interesting angle to play in a battle.
Right.
So
hip hop savior.
Yeah, I thought it was funny too. Yeah, I thought it was funny too. Yeah.
In this case, this is more of a again the same type of thing. I'm not mad about it. I can see how somebody would be though. If they are, I'm not even gonna fight with them.
Yeah, we're not talking about the beat. We're talking about him taking the flow and the voice. Like, yeah, and I still think it's annoying when people rap over other people. I mean, like a mixtape, like you rap over other people's beats and stuff like that. That's fine. But to me, he's like recreating a Pac song with Pac's voice and Pac's flow, and that's what I'm talking about. It's not it's not like it's
we
just
talked about it, man. People not mad at biting, man. So in this case, I'm not mad. I'm not that mad.
Yeah.
This is one in theory I should be mad. Like this is where I should have hate, But
I guess when it's done well, people really don't have issues that like it's just because it's done well. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying. I don't even think it's done well. I think it really just sonically. It sounds really good. That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at someone not liking it or liking it. I'm still gonna listen to it, but
we never reach for hate, man. The hate is natural, man. It's a state, exactly. Yeah, we don't.
And I
we're not reaching for hate.
I'm asking a question. Now, if I want to hate, all right.
Yeah, don't insult me, bro.
I got to
say that I'm reaching for hate. Okay, that's never the case.
TV off, man. TV off. This is probably my second or third favorite song on the album. What y'all thought of this?
I was cool with it.
Oh wow.
It's not my favorite song on the album.
I mean, it's to me it's right in the same vein as like Not Like Us. Like the same almost sort of sound.
It has almost the same exact like rhythm or something.
Beat, yeah.
Yeah, and this is and like as much as like I want to hate on that, like that in a concert, like whenever he performs this, it'll be like super dope. For people like at a concert, it'll be mad fun. Everyone's gonna yell at the same time.
Nah, dog.
See?
I've been yelling at my son,
on
dog. I was yelling at my son, like, bro, stop yelling that shit. That shit is not fire. That shit is so annoying.
Yeah, that's true. Anytime I have a sandwich or a hot dog and I need some mustard, I'm thinking that every time.
Exactly. It's funny if you use it cleverly, but don't just keep yelling that shit out.
But that was stuck in my head.
Every one of his shows now, like that's gold for him, right? Like every one of his shows, he gonna drop.
You was hating. Mustard album came out. You was like, "Where's Kendrick?" You didn't know he had one of these coming from.
I'm still hating. I'm still hating. His album flopped. He could have used this heat.
Don't matter.
On his album.
He gonna use this. He gonna use this now forever. Mustard. It's gonna be his new drop. Every time he make a new song, it's gonna come on before the song come on.
It better be fire. No, Kendrick probably won't even let him use it. Just like he ain't letting him use none of his songs on his album. Kendrick not letting him use this.
Because he could spin the record at a show. I mean, come on, it's not. All right. Dodger Blue, I thought was lame. And like I said, the change from TV off to Dodger Blue is like, I don't really understand like the.
Yeah, but I kind of I felt Dodger Blue, then I didn't feel Dodger Blue. Then I was feeling Dodger Blue. Like every time I heard it, I felt a different way about it. It might grow on me and like stick around. Bitch, I'm from the land.
Nah, this shit is not for me.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. So Dodger Blue, not the worst song on here.
Peekaboo, I already said is the worst song on here to me.
I didn't like Peekaboo, but it was just mid to me. I had no feeling.
Mid? How in the middle after every line he literally says Peekaboo. Like Peekaboo. Like that's
look. I wasn't bothered. It just was mid. It didn't.
This that Cali Pop too. I'll fuck with this.
No, I can't even get through this song. Like literally, like it is.
This that Cali shit too. I like 30
seconds of torture. Peekaboo. Like I just like it's terrible.
You so lucky I can't crip walk, nigga. You so lucky. I'll be on this bitch crip walking every day.
Yeah, he just kept saying. I mean, look, I just thought it was whatever. I was like, okay, he on that. I don't know what peekaboo mean, but peekaboo. And he just kept saying it over and over. Like I said, I thought this one was fairly forgettable, honestly. Like in the chorus of the album, I just thought it was whatever.
But the chorus, as soon as it comes on, was like he just keeps. I forget. It's just super repetitive. Like I don't even want to like play it to like hear it, but it's like he just keeps repeating the same 2 words. Like it's like
boom, and then at the end of the song, it's like, hey.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Oh yeah, that was whack.
That kind of shit
This is
me
one of the
going,
issues I had with the album is a lot of the songs I would feel like parts, and then I would be like, I don't like this part. It's so
yeah.
I don't know how many of the songs I'm gonna be playing when it's past the time of the album and I'm listening to it over and over, and they coming on my random thing. How many of them I'm gonna let rock, like as opposed to
Like
certain
3
other songs that I'm never gonna skip.
So
So we'll see.
Like many Kendrick albums, it's got very little replay value, in my opinion. But what they talk about nothing. What they talking about, they talk about nothing. Like it's annoying. It's a super annoying hook.
Okay, again, that is Mac Dre. That is. Yeah. And rest in peace to a person of interest in the West.
Oh man,
I'm not gonna hate on nobody that passed away, but that's not my bag.
I'm
gonna say that.
All right, good.
Yeah, rest in peace. All right, let's move it on. Let's move on.
Hard Part 6, best song on the album.
It is.
Hard Part 7. I wasn't a big fan. I mean,
6.
That
man.
wasn't.
Come on.
It didn't. It's Hard Part 7.
Don't think we don't know what you're trying to do. That
it
Drake
didn't flow.
You should want that Drake song to be forgotten. Every Drake fan should be celebrating that Kendrick just replaced his embarrassment. Okay.
Hard Part 7 did not flow in the album. Once again, maybe if I listen to it separately, I'll like it more. But coming off of Peekaboo, when I'm doing hey, slapping the floor, grip walking, then to go to that, I'm like, oh man, you fucked up the vibe. Like,
nah, Hard Part 6 is easily the best song on here. This is a song with a normal voice,
yes,
a standard rap.
A normal voice. We gotta wait. Pause there. A normal voice. How often do you get to hear? It's like sometimes you forget what he sounds like.
No, on this album, he barely uses his normal voice.
Yeah.
Every verse is a different like type of inflection or voice. Some people say that's a positive. I personally don't think that that's a positive.
Maybe Minaj fan or whatever. But I hate all those voices. It's annoying.
Yeah.
I don't get why this is cool. Like it really
doesn't make sense.
Look, in this case, like I said, I don't like the voices. In this case, most of these songs are not hugely brought down by that. So it normally would annoy me because I understand what you're saying. I played this album in my car. I played it while I was cutting my grass. And I think I listened to my car 2 other times. So I listened to a lot of times in my car. I had no issues with the stuff. That's why some of the songs left no impression on me when I listened to them when I was cutting grass. It didn't do nothing to me.
Right.
When I heard it in my car, it just kind of happened, and then I was waiting for the next one. The next one is when I got hyped. The Hard Part 6 to me was the best song on this album easily. When it came on, I said, "Oh, we got a rap song, man. This is the Kendrick that I remember being a fan of."
Right. And then not for nothing too. This is to me, and people are gonna say I'm crazy for this take, but to me, this album is probably his most personal in a while as well, because it's like not like personal as in like I'm trying to talk about these deep vulnerable stuff, but just like these are my thoughts. This is what I feel, or this is what I did. Like just in plain
I hate what this nigga thinks.
Yeah, like
I hate when this
like
nigga
whacked
thinks.
out murals, or like a Hard Part 6 where he's just telling the story clear and plain, without any of this like, without any of this vague, pseudo savior weird like stuff involved. Like this is just the story, right? And I think he's good when he's just doing that, when he's just doing normal rapping, so I like this song. I like he admits, to just, to having his goals and desires, and even selfishly, not participating in Black Hippie or wanting to leave TDE because he wants to do his own thing. Like, I appreciate just say it, like just say it how it is. You don't gotta like fluff it with like, I don't know, like the weird stuff he usually does. Like if this is what he usually rap like, I would be a fan.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I heard the song. I thought to myself, oh yeah, where the hell are the rest of them niggas at? Like I was thinking that after I heard this song, I was like, yeah, where the hell is J-Rock? Where the hell is Q at? Where the hell they at? I guess they just none of them down no more. They ain't get no love. We got all kinds of trash. Nobody's on here. Okay, maybe they'll be bigger in the future. But Wally the
It's a West
Sensei,
Coast album.
Yeah, but all Black Hippie, those dudes from the West Coast too.
Them
But
niggas that Black
regardless,
Hippie. Ab-Soul just put out some trash. He don't want to stand next to that nigga. Schoolboy just put out some trash. We don't want to stand next to that nigga. All right.
okay, but J Rock
Both
supposed
of
to be
them
his Ace Boom day one.
Yeah,
but
true.
and he talks about that in this song.
He does.
He talks about this in the song.
And that's why I was like, damn, I would have loved to hear J Rock on this album.
He was just the hype man, and then it's like, and then how it changed, and you know, and I love to just hear him just say it straight up, like how, you know, like, yo, that was what I was in the past. Then I got hot, and I wasn't rocking with that Black people stuff. I want to do my own.
I mean, that's not true. Him and J Rock had a great back and forth on Redemption and on the Black Panthers album. Those are years and years ago. I would have loved to hear J Rock on here. I thought, because most of these songs would have been perfect for some of these J Rock would have been perfect on a few of these.
J Rock
was like, damn.
Yeah, speaking of, I was like, was coming with an
after
album
I heard
too.
this song, I was thinking like, damn, you don't have J Rock on here. So I thought that stood out to me. But I like the song a lot. I'm not gonna hate. No hate for this song.
This nigga,
this is the best
hate
song.
TDE. I got SZA on here, but I don't got J Rock. Never mind.
Yeah, see, that's my thing. I'm like, why? Like, I don't know.
This is the purposeful decision, obviously, on his part, right? This was his artistic decision. Now I saw this is another.
But
thing
you got Ez Chike and CH7X.
But people have been relating this to the Tupac Machiavelli album, and people are saying this is his Machiavelli album. It's the same. It's 12 tracks. You know, he kind of has the same energy. You know, his aggression. Listen, this is not me. It's not. I'm telling y'all the facts. Y'all get mad every time I tell y'all what people are talking about on the internet. Y'all get mad. I don't understand. Don't get mad at me. All right. Save it for the people on the internet.
This is why I avoid social media. I hate people. They're assholes. They say stupid shit.
Y'all make me hate this
social media.
That's what I'm saying. And honestly, if we being real,
listen, your boy Justin Hunt had a whole video about how this is the Machiavelli album, and that this is Kendrick Machiavelli, and how he's just as great as Tupac. All right, okay, all right.
I'm so tired of that shit.
This is why I don't watch all these videos, man. This is why. Look, especially when we have a week like this, when I know we gonna pod, we trying to get around to finding the time. We got shit going on. We busy. It's a hobby, whatever. And then I don't want to watch nobody else's videos. I be trying to avoid their videos and shit because I see them and I'm like, I'm not clicking that shit. That's gonna piss me off or make me think a different way before I get to talk my shit on my show with my brothers. So I purposely avoided that. But come on, man. Tupac, bruh. All right. Anyways, we can move on.
This is funny.
And they both will. They're gonna hug each other and say in each other's ear. That's the first thing say as they hug. And they're gonna be like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, no shit.
Right.
It's bad. I don't like GNX or Gloria.
I thought Gloria was cool, you know, for a song, you know, storytelling song.
GNX got me hype.
What you thought of Gloria? Oh, you like GNX?
I like GNX.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That shit got me
like
hype.
Oh, I thought the beat on GNX was whack.
Yeah,
I like that shit.
I couldn't get into it off rip. Like I was like, ugh.
I'm also not interested in any of these other dudes. So that's the other thing that you know, said that these dudes are like the Outlaws, also just not that interesting. Bro,
the Outlaw is better than these dudes.
All right.
Come on, man.
So
come on, man.
Y'all disrespected Hussein Fatal right now. These dudes ain't shit. I'm sorry. Young Threat and Peso hit a J3.
They did. Y'all did a great job. Great job. You fit right in on the song. Actually, that last nigga, whoever the last person, he kind of fucked up GNX, but shit was good before that. I assume it's Peso.
Did you go check out any of their music? When you hear any of his features, you were like, oh, that dude's nice. And then let me check for him. Did you do that?
I never, ever go from a feature to go check out someone.
These dudes that open acts at the show.
I gotta hear you multiple times.
These are dudes that open for the show and they be like, yeah, check out my album. And you be like, yeah, okay, I do. It's okay. I'm never checking that shit out.
I just did that at the Lupe concert I just went to.
Put the main dude on. Thank you for
I
your
heard this
services.
dude Cavalier, and I thought he was super dope. Yeah, so it's all good.
Yeah, you went and bought his merch.
I didn't. Well,
At the
I
meet and
buy
greet that you
his
paid
merch.
for with our pod money. B Dog wants his cut. You had time for a meet and greet with Lupe.
I got shirts for all of us, guys. I got shirts for all of us. I got one shirt that we can share. This is what I mean.
Sick, man.
What you thought of Gloria, B-Dog? Before we
I wasn't feeling Gloria either, man.
That's a
I skipped the last two, man.
Yeah,
Hard Part 6. If it ended on Hard Part 6, I have a higher thoughts for the album.
It had to be 12 songs to match Machiavelli. So,
and that was the whole point.
It had to be. Come on, dog.
And that's why he got some whack rappers with him.
12.
Because it's just like the Outlaws.
You don't see the math. You're not doing the math.
You're not doing the math. No, so I do want to say this because there's like the analysis of the stuff. Be like, even on Whacked Out Murals, he says like, this is not for lyrics. It's like, I just want you to hear exactly what I like saying. Hold on, let me find the words. But then even still, people will like dig into the words and make it sound like it's every line is like a quadruple entendre or something like that. So.
Well, that's why it came out on 11/22, dog. You ever thought about what that number means?
I have not. In fact,
that's crazy. You never even looked
twice,
it up.
The day is twice as much as the month. That's
do the knowledge, bruh.
Yo,
do the knowledge. Now you drop. Now you understand.
1 + 1 is 2.
And did you know what a moon was on that day? Did you notice what a moon was the night that album came out?
I did. I wasn't checking. I got to check the
same place
chart.
it was the night Pac died.
Problem. Man, you listen to the Kendrick album and you don't even know the mood chart. You a dummy. Dog. Don't even talk about the album.
Damn.
Right? So but yeah, what y'all giving this album all around, man? I got really. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks that I would go back to. So out of the 12,
that sound like a F. That sound like a
Just getting a B Dog special from me, man. Getting a B Dog special, man.
Oh, really?
Wow.
7? That's high.
Wow.
Hey, really? I thought like a 6.5, 7 was a good rating.
Yeah,
guess what I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it a 7 as well.
Okay, all right. Yo, that's crazy.
That's why a B. That's it's strong mid. This is a perfect explanation, baby Bree.
Strong mid.
Strong
mid is funny.
It's not low mid.
Now wait, hold on.
It's not mid. But it's a
strong mid is a 6. All right, a 7 is like light good.
Light good. A 7 is a light good. Okay. Like I said, anywhere from a 6 to a 7 work for me, man. Like I said, there's songs on here I don't like. I really like Hard Part 6. I kind of like a couple other ones like Dodger Blue, and then I like TV Off, Squabble Up, and that's might be it. Whacked Out Murals, Man at the Garden. Those might be mine. So, but I mean, I'm not playing and reincarnated getting played. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna keep playing though, man. We'll see. We're gonna make our list of the year, and we're gonna see where it's at, man. We're gonna see if it sticks around. I don't think it's gonna make my top 10, but we'll see.
To me, like most Kendrick albums, like it might be interesting to hear a few times, but like even when I was listening to it in the car with my wife while we would drive it, I was like, eventually I was like, I can't listen to this album again. Like I gotta turn it up. Like I played that J. Cole the warm up the most this week because number one, that's the best drop that dropped this week. If y'all didn't know, J. Cole the warm up on DSPs. If you want to hear some actually dope hip hop, there you go.
I don't know why you got to do this type of stuff. Hey, Ellie Dollar put out a song album.
Ellie Dollar, I saw an album pop up today. I didn't know we had time to listen to it and check it out, but we'll have another episode.
It dropped today.
Yeah,
I saw it pop up on on YouTube Music at the front page this morning when I was looking for something. Oh, I was gonna listen to that Baldi again because I hadn't listened to it in a few days, and I was like, oh, let me give this Baldi another spin, see if it's gonna get some better ratings now. I know, and I was like, Ellie Dollar got a new one, so there you go.
Yeah, we're reviewing that next week, yo.
All right, yeah, for sure.
Mustard.
All right, so then, that's album review. Then,
so you gave us your Dreamville take. Tell us about your Dreamville pod. Your favorite.
We got to talk about the pod a little bit, man, because I mean, number one, if anybody's not, I think the podcast, the $10, to listen to the podcast is dope. J. Cole's really going through his entire journey. B-Dog, come on, why you shake your head? You listen to it or not? Go ahead.
I love it, but I don't think this is for everyone. I strictly think this is for his fans, fan service. If you're not
he still
a J.
has
Cole
fans
fan,
after he apologized.
You do not have to check this out. It's not that big of a deal. You don't have to go back to his mixtapes. You're good. If you don't care about J. Cole,
is some of his best stuff. Okay, so you didn't think it was interesting hearing him talk about how Jay-Z was pushing him for a hit and like every song that he brought to him, Jay-Z would be like, it's
Jay
not like
sellout.
Yeah, it's
like,
not a hit enough. You need a melody. You need this. You need that. You think all this stuff was like interesting to hear him go through?
I heard that
is
story
interesting
before.
To hear.
The cool thing though was like hearing Kendrick on those unreleased songs. I was like, oh, this is refreshing. Kendrick with his natural voice rapping.
Right.
That was great. But yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. I love the pod. I'm a big J. Cole fan. Obviously not as big as you, which I thought I was at one point. But yeah,
bro, you are a bigger fan than me. You just try to act cool because of this beef.
No,
I don't really understand. You like go around calling
your fans want to know desperately, man. What's the song, man? Because he ain't heard it, man.
Let's see. What came out on the warm up? Ground Simba is fire. Can I Live is fire. Let me see. I don't know if that's on the warm up.
Yeah, those are on the warm up. Are you talking about?
I can't believe this, man. I didn't even notice. But now that you say that, I don't see it no more. This hurts my feelings because I was playing that song nonstop last week.
What, for real? Dang, yeah, that song was dope. Yeah, Grown Simba. I Get Up was always one of my favorites on that mixtape. Yeah, like I like The Badness. I like obviously Dreams is one of his popular songs there. Yeah, so like and there's a bunch of freestyles other than that.
It's Lambo fault.
If you ain't clear, I mean, it was like an obvious sample too. Like it's not
Lambo should have did that, man.
Not like you could like secretly like, oh no, nobody will recognize this sample. Like how do you think they get away with that one? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with this, man. Nobody care about this dude, man. Come on, what else y'all gotta say about this mixtape, man?
Oh, I can talk about Crit all day too.
This is why we don't get no subs, man. I mean, that's why we don't get no subs because y'all want to talk about J. Cole, man.
We talked about Kendrick for an hour. What else you want to talk about? Okay, let's go.
I'm joking, man. I don't care. I'm just messing with you, man.
Hey, we appreciate y'all. Oh, sorry.
Man, yeah.
We talk about my favorites. We'll get even less subs. So I'm not surprised. Y'all do y'all thing, man.
Yeah, if people, yes. Okay, so my thing is, to me, I find it interesting that there's not more discussion about this. Because to me, so he talked about his journey. So first he dropped Who Dat as his single. Then he made another song. And then like he bring it to JC. They'd be like, no, it's not. It doesn't have enough singing on it. Like that's not a poppy enough. It's not a hit, right? He'd have to go back. Make another song, and he's playing like he played his the fail songs that he tried, with no ID, like even like this discussion he's talking about what he had with no ID and JC. To me, this was so interesting to hear how the industry treats a rapper who just how they treat him, So I think that's interesting, right? Like you, Baldi. Don't you like rappers not to make pop songs? It's interesting to hear how the industry molds them to do that, right? Don't you think so?
That's Jay-Z, man. Y'all know that, man. Jay-Z's a bum. Y'all, these was Gas and Jigga, man. Look, that's Jigga, man. I've been telling people this, and look, I knew this even when I was a youth. All right, even in '98 when Hard Knock Life came out, when I was in like high school, I said this thing is garbage for this, and people was like, this song's the best. Man, did you hear that sample? That Andy said that's hard, and I was like, whatever. And I'm not surprised he told J. Cole he got to go get a hit. That's who's shocked by this? Who's shocked by this?
So that's what I'm saying. So it's funny because J. Cole was talking about how he wanted to make like a Illmatic. He wanted to make a classic album. That was his goal. And when he said that, Jay-Z was like, what are you talking about? Like you need to make a hit. Like what are you talking? Like you don't want to, so it's just funny. Yeah, you say dumb it down for my audience.
He has a sellout mentality. He has a sellout mentality. What do you mean you want to make a hip hop classic? That's crazy.
Trying to be lyrically Talib Kweli. Now he talked about Talib Kweli in this podcast too. This is an interesting part. You'd be interested because he talked about how he would go on. And he went on. First of all, he went on tour with Jay-Z. He went on tour. He talked about how he went on tour with Wale and saw his album flop and saw how it crushed Wale. So he talked about that. Having to be on tour with Wale, like just like moping in the tour bus after his album numbers come in. He talked about going on tour with Kweli and seeing and him liking Kweli, but seeing the difference in the show when Kweli went on and when like a Jeezy went on, and being how everybody was hyped for Jeezy and like Kweli don't get the same type of energy. And he said to himself, he even says it on the podcast, like, I don't want to be Talib Kweli. I don't want to be Talib Kweli. Right? So you gotta make, whatever kind of music. I just think that this all stuff is very interesting and very interesting podcast.
Yeah, and, that is interesting that he gives you his the detailed insight into what it takes to make it, what it takes to be successful in the music business, the behind the scenes stuff in the music business. Because they'll tell you that that's not true. And they'll tell you that they don't feel that way and things like that. They'll make songs with these artists and act like they're, they like them. But like he said, he wouldn't want to have a Kweli career. But to me, a Kweli career is a great career as a musician. I mean, many people don't have a career to speak of in that lane where he can go tour. There's money out there for him. He has fans. He's
and he says that exact thing on the podcast too. He says that exact thing on the podcast too. He says like no disrespect to Kweli, like he respects that Kweli is touring, like that's like amazing, like touring on his type of music, but he said that like he looked at the difference and he said that's not what I want my career to be though. Like I want everyone screaming my songs like I see at the Jeezy concert or at the Jay-Z concert.
What do you think you would prefer?
And me personally, Kweli works a lot though. Like he always on the road, so I would prefer to have the space.
I'm
chill,
definitely being,
but I would definitely want to do a smaller concert. I would prefer a small little thing.
Nigga, what? Give me Cole before he killed himself. Nobody don't know nothing about this nigga life. He out of the spotlight. He be popping up on niggas. I'm fine with that. What do you mean? Yeah. And he one of the biggest artists in the world.
I would want to have a niche audience. I think I would want to be that type of artist.
I ain't trying to be touring all day down there. Nah, I'm good on that.
If I had to do that to live, then I got a job. Everybody else got a job. If that was my job, I wouldn't. And I legitimately love the music and stuff. I'm sure we get tired like any other job, right? Mm-hmm. I love my job now. I still get tired of it. I still want to stay home sometimes. I still don't want to be at work every day. But
so Lupe talked about this at his show, and he was like, what would somebody asked him? Would he take the studio or stage? And he said, I take the studio any day. Like I don't like this stage stuff is stressful, it's nerve wracking, whatever. Like like that's not his favorite part of the job, right? He would prefer to just make his music and then be able to chill. Like so I do think. Yeah, like you see the benefits of both sides, and it's just interesting to hear an artist talk about the journey and talk about the lessons, talk about what these industry insiders are telling him as a new artist, you know, and him, you know, like seeing all of it, and even Kweli in his
Lupe has a great place too because he had big hits.
Yes.
And then he's not that now, so he has like all of it. It's a little different. Kweli's biggest hit is what, like Get By?
Get By, yeah.
You know, that was the thing, but it's never been the same as like Lupe had big radio hits with full studio, full record label push and all that type of stuff.
And don't get it twisted. I mean, Lupe's show was packed. I mean, and there was tons of people, like, you know, women and all different colors too. That's another thing J. Cole talked about though on his podcast. So he talked about the type of people at the shows too. He said there's some shows he went to and it'd be nothing but, you know, like these nerdy dudes, you know, like probably like me or whatever, or like, you know, white nerdy internet fans. And then he talked about like at the Jeezy show, like it'd be like, you know, our people, you know, just, you know, black people. And, you know, he said, like, you know, who do I want to reach? And one of the things he's proud of is that the Dreamfield Fest is like a ton, it's big festival. And he says it's like, you know, it's his people, you know, so like so it's just interesting to hear, you know, rapper talk about all those insights and all of, you know, how he shaped his career. That's what to me, this podcast only made me a bigger fan of him because I really respect his insight, his journey. You know, the lessons, and see, you know, him go through all that and not ever really sell out. Like, I mean, he did like that. His first album sucked, right? And because he went like super into the pop stuff, but then he didn't like keep going.
Yeah,
exactly. Because he listened to Jay-Z, but then he didn't keep going there. He didn't like go further. Like he didn't become Drake or like, you know, or something like that. He stayed, you know, true to himself. And I think that's dope. I just think it's dope.
Jay-Z had a great point. In the context of what he was saying at the time, Jay-Z's point was right. Like, you're a new artist. You have to get people to look at you somehow. That's all Jay-Z was trying to say. Why get a labor major? Why get a major record deal if you don't want to be a big artist? I thought that's
even the record just like he said his advance was like 75,000. Like it was nothing.
Yeah, that's
like,
not a big deal. Yeah, it's their job to make you famous. That's literally why you sign. Is so that they could do all that work and you can make the music.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
But then like there were songs he had like Jay-Z signed them off for Lights Please, but then like, you know, they like it's not the one they pushed, or like he made work Who Dat, but it didn't have a melody, so like that didn't work on the radios and stuff like that. So it's just interesting to hear the story, right? I just think it's a lot of fun stuff, like you know, that he's talking about. That's all. And there's people who are like, you know, it even says very clearly like not to clip the songs from it, because like they play in a bunch of unreleased music, right? They play the Kendrick songs that he made. He talked about how when he got with Kendrick, right, that he played all these beats for Kendrick, and that the songs that they have,
I read
Kendrick
about that.
Got on after he already made like a hook and a verse to it, and these were songs that weren't hits enough. So he was like, I can't do anything with these songs. I need a hit, right?
Yeah, he said he gave them to him, and dude was like, "You sleeping on yourself."
Exactly, yeah. And then of course Kendrick comes.
He wasn't sleeping on himself. It was Jay-Z told him that shit was whack, and you need to pass them shits off, nigga. They garbage. Get them to some other bum nigga. And then Kendrick was like, "Man, you don't want these."
Yeah, exactly. Right. And then all those songs wound up being dope. And even like
then the dude made High Power.
Is another song from Kendrick that is one of his best songs. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like these are some of the beats. Like you like give it away. Like it's funny. It's just
that's
funny.
What happened,
like,
man. You listen to Jigga, man. Jigga told you High Power was trash.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I don't know if Jay-Z heard High Power and stuff, but yeah,
come on,
it's
man.
funny. It's funny.
Come on, man. Dude said he gave him High Power.
Yeah, you gave him all those like so Temptation.
Okay, but High Power to me still one of Kendrick
best songs.
7
Easy.
best songs.
Best songs. Yep.
Like if he do that at the Super Bowl, I'm gonna get hyped.
Oh yeah, I'd be hyped.
And there's no way he's gonna happen.
Yeah.
He gonna pop out the bottom of the stage. Him and SZA doing Love. That's what they gonna do.
He would never do High Power.
I'm gonna be like, no. Why not High Power? Why are we playing this whack
Even
shit?
at the pop out, he would be like, we're taking it back to the beginning, and he would play like something from Good Kid, Mad City. He'd be like, this is not the beginning. Like, what are you talking about?
That's your dude, man.
Yeah.
That's your dude. No, I'm not surprised. But not, I mean, that's interesting, man. I'm glad that y'all that y'all get a lot out of it. Because I mean, again, it's always cool to see your favorite artists give you the background on how they came, what they did, what they overcame, how they made it. Because it's not simple. It's not easy. Like none of these people. I mean, I guess some people might start off that way where it's like just so easy, but nobody's career is like that smooth. Like everybody got ups and downs, even if we don't see them as fans. And so that always helps you. Like, if you're a fan of somebody and you kind of hear their struggle, that helps you relate and kind of. I would take a lot of inspiration from that. It's one of the reasons why I love Westside so much, because you're talking about a dude that's like doesn't get any kind of notoriety in rap until he's like 35, 40 years old. And it kind of has his own like thing. And so it's so inspiring to me as I'm getting in my middle age. This dude just now like peaking. So it's like, wow, okay. He was a couple years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's always interesting to me.
Yeah, no, I know. I agree. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's dope to hear. It's dope that he did this podcast. To hear an artist, I don't think there's like what artists can you say you can hear 10 hours straight of them telling their story? Like that's not like a thing that I think many artists have available. So I think this is just a cool idea. I think it's something that more hip hop media should be talking about. This is one of the biggest artists, regardless of what happened in this thing. One of the biggest artists doing something and explaining their story in a really cool way. So. And then as far as the Talib, because I'm a big Kweli fan, he's got one of the best albums to see it too. So like even that, like what he was saying wasn't disrespect. It was like, and even Kweli, his interview with the Breakfast Club this year as well, he even talked about how he knows that his music that he makes is not like gonna be the music everyone wants to hear, like and like that's a personal choice of his. Like it's not like it's not like
of course, man. Yeah. Everybody got different shit, man. You got food trucks, you got McDonald's, you got fine dining, you got Chili's. You know what I'm saying? Like they got people for every different types of vibe you in.
Yeah. So all right, B-Dog ready to go. So we good, y'all.
Any more OVO apologies, B-Dog? Any more OVO apologies? Y'all got any more lawsuits coming? Tell us what else y'all got going on, man.
Shout out to Drake.
W metaphor.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but I appreciate all of y'all, man. I hope y'all hit like, sub, all that good stuff. We'll see y'all. Hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. We talked about Cube in the beginning, man. They was hating on Cube, bro. They said Cube trash, bro. They said Cube need to hang it up. They said Cube a bum. Dumb It Down specifically said Cube never had a good album. B-Dog said he hate everything Ice Cube ever did. So yeah, it's bad. It's bad, man. Nah, that's exaggerating, but
you got to go back to the beginning for our Ice Cube take. We said that he needed to update his formulas, dog. I mean, the dude's out old and dusty, and there's some good songs on there.
I didn't think it was that dusty, man. I thought it wasn't that dusty.
Come on, dog. You got to do a little bit more than the A, B, C rhyme schemes. I mean,
I don't think you have to make a better rhyme scheme. I thought. I mean, look, I do think it's hard to have.
You got to do one or the other.
I thought he had energy.
The energy of his old Ice Cube did.
I thought he had energy, man. The one with JD had energy, man. I thought that. Look, I thought it had energy again.
The Piggies. I like the Three Little Pigs. That's the best song on there to me. He had a few that had energy. I agree, but
I didn't even finish that shitty album. I'm good.
Yeah, I thought it had energy. I mean, I get other critiques. But I thought it had energy. I mean, it's Ice Cube. He's not going. It's not as. He don't have that raw anger like he used to have. He's not as angry because he's 60, not 20. Or I don't know how old he really is. Probably 59, something like that. He got to be old as our dad, right? Older than our dad, right?
There's a lot of yeah. But you don't think? I mean, you can get angry as a. What do you mean? You can still get angry. He's still talking about stuff.
It's just different, man. When you're a different place in your life, it's not the same. Like you don't feel the same. When his best stuff came out, he was a young dude that was like more mad at like the world. Now you got grandkids and shit. Like, are you still the same anger? Like your son is a successful millionaire.
There's a lot of old angry people out here, man.
I don't know if there's as many old angry people.
There's a lot of grumpy old angry people. Come on.
There's not. They might be grumpy. He was grumpy. He was hating on. He was hating on people. Again, he was hating on people, like, but he wasn't angry like he was when he was. He ain't had no "I want to kill Sam" on there. I mean, you know, of course, no shit. Like, I'm not surprised.
Well, that's what I love.
He pay Uncle Sam probably $2-3 million per because he's making a ton of money now.
Well,
you know.
Yeah, I get it, but that's what I love Hugh for. The anger, the righteous anger type thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just hard to it's hard to. I agree with what you're saying, and when I think of Ice Cube, I think of that type of shit, right? I think of again some of my favorite ones, like I want to kill Sam. That's a long time ago, man. I'm not surprised that he don't have that same level of energy for the same type of stuff. You know,
yeah.
Even Lupe, he ain't made no American Terrorist in a while. That's one of my favorite songs, man. American Terrorist. On his first album, yo, that shit is. He had Jay-Z telling him the same shit. Oh, you better make a hit. Oh, you got to do the thing. Bet your dude was like, yeah, I got a hit. American Terrorist.
But yeah, I mean, he did, but he made songs that were. Lupe has never really struggled to make like the songs that were hits, but still rapping on it though. You know what I mean? Like he had, Daydream and the Superstar and stuff like that. Like that was
no shit. Victoria Flores. Are you the one that used to write them essays like in our first videos, right? Is that the same person?
I don't think he.
I was about to say.
No.
I was about to say.
No.
Because I was about to get
all right, but shout out to everybody, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the time with your families, and we'll catch y'all next week, man. Peace.